Okay, so here we are with another tutorial on how to work with the Crystal Skull message card meditation book. We touched a little bit in the first video about the colour tabs on the side where you can flick through, and you've got the energising colours at the bottom and the more peaceful complementary harmonious colours at the top. But I won't go any more into that particularly in this one, because actually in the book there is a whole section on the colour vibrations and the chakras and how you can work with them. What I want to do in this particular section is to show you a little bit more about how you can physically and vibrationally work with the book. So what you can do if you're working with them for yourself is to, as we mentioned before, you just flick through or hear a page number, just get to the image that you're drawn to. In this example I'm actually going to use, I think, probably 1111 transformation, because that will be quite a good image for all of us, all of you, whoever it is that's watching. And because this will be something that's pretty much relevant to all of us at any given point in time. So with 1111 transformation, if you've happened to fall on this page, or this is the image that has picked you for this for your particular meditation, you can actually just sit and look as you currently are at that image. Just allow yourself to be very drawn into it. It might be that you're drawn visually into the skull, or it might be that you can kind of visualize going into this temple, or it might be that the water is drawing you. Whatever part of that image draws you, just allow yourself to kind of sink into it, if you like, and then just breathing in the colours. So obviously this is very much the purples, the whites, the indigos, all very much about transformation of the third eye and a spiritual transformation and a spiritual shift. So just allowing yourself to be drawn into that and breathe those colours in, and allowing those colours to go through you and around you, and just, you know, that vibration to become your experience through something that you're visually picking up. Once you've kind of got the image visually, you can actually then just close your eyes and imagine whatever part of that is that you're drawn to, and again just breathe that in. Now if you're working with these with clients, you can do exactly the same thing on their behalf if you're not with them. So assuming that you are my client today, what's really good about this is that although if you're working with this with somebody as a client, either absently or indeed on video as I am, or even if you've got a client sitting across the table from you, the brilliant thing is that obviously as you've flopped the book over like this, you still have your colour vibrations here, and obviously a part of the image here. So as the reader or healer, or whatever you want to call yourself, you can actually still focus on those colours by looking at that colour tab, and you will know from working with the book what the image kind of represents and the vibration of it as well. The more you obviously work with these images, the more you'll get to know them and to get to know their vibration. So again, you can just breathe that in, and once you're you feel that you're experiencing those colour vibrations and what they resonate with, you can then just blow them out to the client. So that's a way in which you can work with these with other people. Similarly, you can do the same either for yourself or a client, insofar as actually bringing the colour vibrations into the aura. Now, I mean, obviously this won't probably transpose quite so well on the video, but you can work with this particular colour. Obviously you visualise it, but then you can actually just place it wherever you feel drawn in your auric field. Now obviously this one is very much about the third eye, the crown and the throat, so you would more likely be working with it around the crown and the throat area. So you can actually just allow the colours from the page to come into your auric field. I'll talk a little bit more about the aura in the next video, and give you a bit more of an idea as to where kind of like the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies all lie, so that you have a better idea maybe of where to actually place the image and the colours and to focus on in that respect. Now you may already be aware as well that we have the Personal and Planetary Healing CD with the crystal skulls. Now on this CD there's actually 8 of the images that are in here, because this was actually inspired by the original crystal skull message card deck that we created, which is obviously what has now inspired this book as well. So you can actually, for some of the images at least, 8 of the images, I actually can run through them for you because that will probably make it easier. We have Ancestors as track 1 for the base. We have Obelisk for track 2 for the sacral. We have for track 3 and the solar plexus the sacred space image. Track 4 is Abundance Island for the heart centre. Track 5 is Voyage of Discovery for the throat. Track 6 in fact is this 1111 transformation. Track 7 is the lotus flower, which is the image on the front cover. Whoops, that was Metatron's cube making an appearance there. There we go, so that's the lotus flower. That's obviously one of the main card images within the book. And then track 8 is actually the blue skull. So track 8 actually is an overall kind of quick fix, if you like, if you don't want to work on a particular chakra. But what you can do with the book is, for at least these particular images that relate to the CD, so for argument's sake with 1111 transformation, if that happens to come up for you and it's obviously a track on the CD, then you can actually put that track on and work with that image at the same time. Now again, there is a little booklet here that goes with the CD, so each of the tracks have their own, where are we, 1111 transformation. So just fold that over. So there is the page for this particular card, so you can see there's the colours and part of the image. This is the star being that inspired this particular track. This is Ankara, so there's an extra vibration that goes into this as well. You can see here you've got your little chakra chart, so that you know that this particular colour and this vibration is working on the third eye. And then you have a little message here that is taken from one of the crystal skull message cards. So obviously in this case it's the 1111 transformation card. Those cards are no longer available. That's why we've created this book, so that people have still got the opportunity to work with the images. However, what we have done is that we have actually created a PDF for you of all the original messages that go with these images. So in our little sign up box, again, if you just put your email and name in there, you can actually get the whole 39 set of the original Crystal Skull message card messages that go with each of these images. So, and I still call them cards, because to me they are cards. Yeah, so that's a little bit about that. So what else? I was going to tell you a little bit about the how to work with the auric field. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'll just finish off this section, and I'll come on to the aura in a separate video, I think. So for that particular card, we were working with mainly the third eye with the 1111 transformation card. So here, if you happen to pick that card, you can go and refer to, you've got your chakra person there. So there's your third eye and your purple. And then you can also refer to this box here. which will give you some insight into if your third eye is out of balance. So what we've got here is that some signs of imbalance within your third eye may be cynicism, fear, lack of concentration, feeling detached, headaches, eye or nose problems, especially the left eye. The third eye much more relates to the left eye, and the crown chakra relates generally more to the right eye. And vivid or unpleasant dreams, just as examples of things that if your third eye chakra is actually out of balance, these are some of the things that you might be experiencing. So energizing colours, obviously if you're having vivid and unpleasant dreams, you probably don't want to energize your third eye anymore. You would be using the complementary colour that we spoke about earlier on. So you could go to this tab and you could use the complementary colour to obviously harmonise that and bring that into balance a bit more. But energising colours, if you're wishing to have vivid meditations and to activate the third eye, for example, you've got your indigos and purples, as we saw in the image, and these can instill a sense of responsibility, spiritual transformation and understanding, and also gives powerful vision, spiritual wisdom and clairvoyance. So again, you know, if you're working with that particular colour vibration with the third eye, that's the kind of things that if you're activating that energy centre, you can expect to experience. So again, obviously all the chakras are in there, so pretty much all the colours are mentioned, and you can use this as a reference point for any card that comes up that you're working with on a colour level. So I think that's probably about it for that section. Let's just have a look. Place the image within your aura, work with the client, breathe it into their aura, and allow yourself to be drawn in. So yeah, I mean, they're the three main areas, as I spoke about, that I would suggest that you work with, but you will probably find your own way, and that's fine too. So hopefully that just gives you a little bit of an insight, further insight into how to work with the colour vibrations. And as I say, not forgetting that with at least 8 of those images, you can actually go and work with the CD as well, because that gives you a little bit more information, but it also gives you the sound vibration for the colours, and that resonate, the notes that resonate with each chakra as well. So I hope you enjoy that and working with colour, and may the best colour be with you. May the best colour be with you. What kind of an ending line is that?